Good morning, Cadillac fans. I'm obviously in the CTS-V sport today, and it's a very special weekend. It's September 10th, and I've got my Starbucks here. Not my favorite. Who else takes the lid off their coffee to drink it, huh? I promise it tastes better. Don't drink through that little hole. That's like drinking wine through a straw, you caveman. I am near Monterey, California, and if you know, there is a world famous racetrack in Monterey that is Laguna Seca. This is only about an hour and a half south of where I live. It is the IMSA races, and if you are a member of the Cadillac V Club, that's right, there are some special ticket packages that come around with every one of these races, and it's definitely worth it if to become a member for that, and if you like to watch the races. So listen to this, 3 days of racing, 2 tickets for $250. It's not just sitting in the boring grandstands. You get access to the hospitality suite, you get breakfast, you get lunch, you get other perks, there's other events going on, and you get very special Cadillac V Corral parking. That's right, parking right by the hospitality suite, and it's included. So yeah, looking forward to that. We're also gonna drive some Blackwings this weekend. Very exciting, and other things. Plus, there's 14 Cadillac V Club members registered for this event. Some of them are local, but some are visiting from out of town. I saw somebody from Texas. We got John Charpentier from Seattle, Washington. I think there's somebody from LA. It's gonna be very cool to meet some people that I've only talked to over the internet. So we're on our way to pick up tickets, and then we'll get to the track, and I hope to show you some of the highlights. Let's go. So here we are, day one, greeted by this beautiful electric blue CT5-V Blackwing in front of the hospitality suite. After we checked in, we were given some great Cadillac swag, including a nice hat, t-shirt, this bag, and some earplugs because it's a noisy day. They had a nice setup with a light breakfast ready to go for us, and the deck area was gorgeous. It overlooked most of the track, including the front straightaway and turns 1 and 2. The first day is pretty quiet and not many people attend the practice qualifying. After checking out the Miatas, the Lambos, and the GT Daytona class cars running, I decided to explore the track and of course visit the on-site Cadillac store. I picked up a nice new V racing hat, and they also had other new Blackwing merchandise. After that, I went to drive the 2 Blackwings back to back. If you want to see that experience, be sure to check out my other video, Back-to-Back Blackwings. It was a ton of fun. Holy shit. Very fast shifting. It's definitely faster than the previous gen. Day 2 started out foggy, as it sometimes can here in Northern California, but it eventually burns off. Despite the fog, I still found the parking lot and got settled in with some breakfast and coffee. All right, we're back at Weathertech Raceway, Laguna Seca, and it's the second day here of the IMSA races, although the races don't really begin yet, it's just practice. Yeah, it's definitely a different weather today. Look at this fog, but this is what it's like here in the Bay Area, especially Monterey. This is the track surface right down here. There is really no good viewing going on. By the time the cars get down there, they disappear into the first turn, so don't worry folks, this just goes away very quickly. This is the Bay Area, this is what we're used to. You can see the sun is already on its way out. It's going to be a beautiful day, so looking forward to it and looking forward to seeing more of the V owners. For Cadillac Suite guests, there was a special early admission this day to drive the Blackwings, but since I already drove them the day before, I had my girlfriend Christine go for a ride, and she prefers to be the passenger, so I gathered some footage and some commentary for the back-to-back Blackwing video. Some of the V Club members even decided to go for additional drives to enjoy these beasts. After the drive, we hiked up the hill to the Corkscrew, Laguna Seca's famous set of turns that I have yet to experience firsthand, but when I do, I will certainly bring you a video. The Corkscrew starts at the top of the hill, and there's a blind drop-off. That's right, you can't even see what's coming. So you're doing a left turn into a blind drop-off, diving into a right turn with a bank so the car really buries itself in and gets a lot of grip. And then you got to get ready for another sweeping left turn to finish off the hill. It looks like a lot of fun, and I can't wait to experience it.
By midday Saturday, plenty of Cadillac owners had joined us for fun, and the V Corral was looking good. Some of the other great perks of the V hospitality tickets included visits from 2 of the V racing drivers. We got autographs and pictures with them. Also, senior product development engineer Eric Schmedding from Michelin Tires came to talk to us about how the Blackwings get a Michelin Pilot Sport 4S variant specifically developed for those cars, and they include an extra compound not found on the normal 4S. Midday was the Lamborghini Trofeo race. It was a good race, and of course they sounded amazing. Later, we took a walk down to the garages where the Whelen Engineering Racing, one of the Cadillac-powered teams, gave us a talk about the cars and the crews. They even passed around this badass steering wheel from one of the cars. One interesting fact is that although there are 3 Cadillac-powered DPI cars all running the V Racing flag, they have different liveries because they're all from different teams. These teams don't work together, and despite wanting another Cadillac to be successful, of course, they are direct competitors. At the end of the day was the Michelin Pilot Challenge, where the Grand Sport class cars raced. It was a pretty good race, but the Wright Racing 718 Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport, yeah, I'm biased, I love that car, started the race in the lead with a bit of strong competition from BMW and Mercedes-AMG, but still, the Wright Racing 718 Cayman won the race well ahead of the pack. Day 3 was the climax of the race weekend. We had plenty of time to check out that beautiful electric blue CT5-V Blackwing inside and out. It was really great to get up close and personal with it. Here's senior Cadillac engineer Brandon Vivian showing the lovely Valerie how to give us a good show by revving that supercharged V8. The last day of the weekend had more Cadillac fans than any. That's because this is the day that Cadillac races in the DPI class. However, today I also brought my buddy Crazy Eddie. He's a fellow Cayman GT4 owner and all-around good guy. Of course, I had to let him experience the Cadillac, so we went down to the Blackwing experience area and let him rip on the CT5-V Blackwing while I sat in the back to enjoy the show. See Crazy Eddie's reaction and his colorful language to the Blackwing.
Sorry about that.
In the back-to-back Blackwing video. Ed and I got back to the pavilion just in time to see the beginning of the WeatherTech Sports Car Championship race.
All right, guys, we're here at Laguna Seca for the last day. Today's the big race for Cadillac's DPI class, and the race is about to start. They're finishing up their last warm-up lap. Let's see how it goes.
The DPI cars, with 3 Cadillacs, a couple of Acuras, and a Mazda, opened the race with the Le Mans Prototype 3, GT Le Mans, and GT Daytona class cars doing their own race, but at the same time, just starting right after them. The DPI race was rather uneventful, but it was pretty fun to watch when they eventually had to lap the slower class cars. The GTLM and GTD cars, they start their race about a turn or so behind the DPI cars. And after exiting turn 2, we had our first crash of the race. Looks like the Acura might have got away, but the Aston Martin was done. By the end of the race, the 2 C8R Corvettes took the podium in the GTLM class, followed by the Porsche 911 RSR. In the GTD class, the Porsche 911 GT3 took the win, so way to go GM and Porsche Power, my 2 favorites. For the DPI class, unfortunately, none of the Cadillac teams won this one, but they did go on to Long Beach, and they took first, second, and third. But here at Laguna Seca, the Konica Minolta Acura took first, followed by the Ganassi Racing Cadillac and the Whelen Engineering Cadillac. The Mustang Sampling Cadillac-powered car took 6th.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, guys, that was my 3 days going to my first ever IMSA race. This is a great perk. Cadillac V Club members get early option to get these really cheap tickets for this, but it is available for everyone else. If you catch that link in time.
That girl loves to rev. That's Val over there, and she's doing a great job. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little weekend with me, and of course the other video driving the CT5-V and CT4-V Blackwings with me. Thanks so much for watching the Jet Fuel Only channel. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified of future videos. We'll see you next time.